Stop it now. Stop. Cease. I forgot I clicked loop. Okay, hi everyone. Yes, everyone. Hi. Can you believe it? Could you believe that there's a stream? I certainly can't. I can't. I'm like, how do I do this thing again? How do I talk again? I kind of forgot how to talk. Hi everyone. Hope you're doing okay. It's been a long month? It's been like a month. It's been a long month without you, my chat. Hi. What's going on? Yeah, I'm back. I'm back after a little bit of a hiatus. A little bit of a hiatus. And the streams are back, at least for a couple more weeks, because then after a couple weeks I have to go back to the United States for Christmas, and then I'm gonna be gone for a couple more weeks. Sorry about that. You know, seeing as how I have the whole day job thing, and I'm a bit of a globe-trotting Akabeko man, so you know, I'm kind of all over the place, man. But I'm happy to be back here for a couple weeks here in the middle. I was gone for about a month due to the fact that I was taking a test. This is a thing that happened earlier in the year too, you'll remember, I think. All right. Hi, Logan. Hi, Cryptic. And then there's John. How am I feeling about it? The test, you mean? We'll talk about that. God, chat, there's so much to do tonight. There's so much to get into. There's so much to do, so much to see. The cat dragged me in, the dog shit me out, the birds pecked at my rib cage. The crows said,
Howie, wake up! Wake up!
Hi, John. How you doing? You good out there? There was a pretty significant earthquake yesterday up in the northern Atlantic. There were tsunami warnings. I don't think it ultimately wound up being a huge issue, but I forget what I was doing. I was doing something on the TV, and my TV input automatically switched to I don't know. I was playing something. I was playing Slay the Spire or something. Absent-mindedly, and then the TV's just bam, switching inputs immediately. We bring you now live to Aomori, where shit is going down. There was you know, tsunami alerts and all that shit. It's scary. Glad you're okay though. Needless to say, this is Mario Kart World music. The song at the very beginning was the Jacint's, I think is how you say her name, theme from Pokemon Legends ZA. Man, I got to keep up myself on some kind of mental track here because there's just so much to talk about. But the shit that they were cooking when they made ZA's soundtrack, because I have maybe perhaps sad, bad, I don't know, maybe how some people are gonna feel about this news, but I actually finished ZA. Yeah, I finished ZA a couple weeks ago with Takuya, and I have thoughts about it. We're gonna play the DLC. Might be doing it on this coming weekend, I think. So sorry for anyone who wanted to see more ZA. It's such a short game. Hey, there's Wobble. There he is. Hey, Wobbs. The DLC looks insanely underwhelming. I have a lot to say about that game. We will maybe we'll save that for another time because there's just too much to talk about tonight. But the one thing that I do have nice to say about that game is, man, the music's so good. What else we got? What else is going on in the world? I don't know, man. Metroid Prime is out. And God, do I not want to talk about the whole hoopla surrounding that game's release. It's just really annoying. The reviews and the discussion around the reviews, I'm just you know what? I'm going to play it. I'm gonna, Santa Claus, I think the traditional knowledge of how the Santa Claus stuff works is that you write a letter to Santa Claus, and then if you've been a really good boy, or really good girl, or a really good one of the secret genders that only Joe Biden knows about, if you've been good, he'll bring you what you asked for in your letter. But with me and Santa, you see, we're real tight. We go way back. And so he actually writes a letter to me. And he's like, hey, dog, what do you want? And I'm like, well, there's a bunch of games that I haven't really had the time to play because I've been studying for my test and I didn't have the money and I've been busy. So hook me up with that Metroid Prime, dog. And Kirby Air Riders while you're at it. And Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, too. Motherfucker. But we're that's the kind of relationship Santa and I have. So it's fine if I call him stuff like that. Yeah. Metroid Prime 4, I mean, it sounds like it's good. That's just it's yet another thing that we can talk about tonight, but that's for later. Someone remind me to wade into that discourse. I'm looking forward to it. Am I gay for Santa? He's not really my type. Battle 6 Field. Battle 6 Field! Battle 6 Field. My favorite franchise, Battle 6. Yeah, when asked for comment about the 9/11 terrorist attacks, Kirby had simply only this to say. Poyo. Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure when I was watching the Air Riders directs, I was like, yeah, dude, I'm here day one. It's Sakurai. I'm ride or die. Riders or diers. Which is still true. It's just the test had to come first. You know what I'm talking about? I had stuff to attend to in the form of trying to get certified for Japanese language ability. All right. I think we should probably just get into it. We're going to start with just assorted things I want you to see. The rule is in effect, by the way. The rule is in effect. Until I get back into the swing of streaming, we're going to need to keep this a no poop and pee zone. This is a no poop and pee zone. Thank you. All right, and I'm trying out a new... I didn't know that OBS had this. There's like a built-in slideshow thing. So I can show you like a slideshow of images. So here, just some pictures that I have been taken in the time that I've been away from the stream. Things I think you should see. Here we go. It's new. It's nude. Merry Christmas.
Sound off.
Sound off. Merry Christmas to you, Cam. Big Merry Christmas. Oh, yeah, but well, our man... Cam here under a different, I think it's with a different Twitch channel, but your YouTube moniker CK Oshi is streaming his Japanese study endeavors over on that channel. So you tried raiding me, so you oh man, well it's the thought that counts. I checked out the stream yesterday. You were really you were going at it with a very difficult topic. So keep going. We'll have a little bit of Japanese language discussion tonight. Here what you're looking at is the station nearest my home. Yeah, we have very high production value here on the stream. This is Nakagawa Station, all covered up in snow, man. It's here. It's here. It's snow time out in Kaneyama. Don't you know it? It's mostly, this was like last week at the end of the last week, I think, but it's only gonna get worse. It's gonna be bad this year, I think. That's what I hear anyways. I like this song. This is good. That's a good underwater theme. Why to go mute? Don't go mute. Turn it up just a little bit. For you. Turn it down a little bit for me. Anyhow. Next. So, here, now we can talk about... Right. Can I send that picture to Natasha? You mean the snow? Yeah. Sorry, actually, I'm gonna get into... There was a group activity involving some chat members with where we went in real life and did some stuff together. And that is at the end of this little show and tell. I'm gonna actually send that to the group chat because I forgot, because I was being delinquent all week. For 2 weeks. But I took some pictures too when we took our little outing to see the nice fall colors. Sorry I forgot to send those. Okay, so... Yeah, it's gonna be really warm Wednesday. Sorry, Thursday, rather. So, here, we're gonna talk about the JLPT. This is probably the 100th time I've talked about it on the stream, but okay. For everyone who doesn't know, and for those of you who do know and are just hearing this for the second time, the JLPT is the Japanese Language Proficiency Test. It is the leading... I think it's probably the most... I'm sure there are other ones, and I've heard of a couple other ones, but it's if you're trying to get a certificate saying that you are certified to speak pretty and good in Japanese to a certain level officially, this is the test you take. There are 5 levels. It goes from 5 to 1. 5 is the lowest and easiest level. 1 is the highest and most difficult. Okay? I've taken the test 5 times in my life up till now. I took it once in 2019. I took level 4 and passed on the first go. I took level 2 once in, I think, 2021 or 2022. Did not prepare for it whatsoever. Failed pretty badly. Not even that badly. I mean, I was kind of close, but, you know, it wasn't a good score. I took my second attempt at N2 was last summer, I believe, which I passed pretty handily, I think. And then N1, the final level, the ultimate, I mean, you know, I officially speak Japanese purdy to the highest official degree that I can. Though, you know, that's a lifelong thing I'm never going to stop trying to learn more about how to speak real good and nice. But, you know, that's the last boss. How much does the test cost to take? Good question. It used to cost 6,000 yen, which we can go ahead and imagine that to be something like $50. And then, I think it was in the past couple of years, they increased it to 7,500 yen, which is like $65-ish. I mean, listen, man, it's not like breaking the bank for me, but it is just a little bit outrageous. Where I'm just like, all right, man, okay. Yeah. I'm just like parting with like 70 bucks to take this test. Also, it's only available twice a year. You can only take it in July or in December. And the sign-up period is like a week. You have a week to sign up. So if you forget for that week, well, fuck you. You're not taking the test until 6 months later. That's happened to me before, where I was like, I'm gonna take the test this year, and then I forgot to sign up during the week. You only do that once. You only allow yourself to forget that once, because I was fucking pissed. Anyhow, passed in summer of 2024, and then I took N1 in summer of this year, in July of this year. I prepared really hard. I spent between 2 and 4 hours studying every single night of the week, excluding weekends generally, but sometimes also on weekends. Dude, it's just the amount of stuff they want you to have in your head for this test that it winds up only being like, I don't know, like 70 questions. Like, you're just imagine you're told that you need to, you know, memorize 1,000, I'm not even exaggerating, like 1,000 words and grammar points and idiomatic expressions, and, you know, it's just, it's ridiculous. And then fewer than 100 of them are actually going to be on the test. So I'm staring at this, like, huge sheet of, you know, vocabulary terms that I've studied, and it's like, okay, well, 5 of these will be on the test. It's incredibly enervating. And I don't know. So, right, here's the thing. When I took it in summer, I failed. Yeah, it was very disappointing. It was gut-wrenching. We're gonna get into this, but you know, the really like difficult part of that was that I missed the mark by, if you'll notice here, chat, if you'll consult the graph, I missed the mark. Well, let's go back here. So you need, let's consult the graph. You need 100 total overall points to pass. That's the second from the top there in the middle, like the light pink column. Overall pass marks 100. You also have to, because there are like kind of 3 subsections: language knowledge, which is vocabulary and grammar; reading, which is, ooh, this is the Cheese Land theme from Mario Kart, the Game Boy Advance Mario Kart. I like this one. There's vocab and grammar, there's reading comprehension, and there's listening. And you can see that there are 60... This is a very lenient test, by the way. Like, 60 total points for each subsection, and you only need to get 19 points in each to pass each section. However, you have to have 100 overall points. I wish you could see my mouse. You can't. But you have to have 100 points overall to pass the test. Here's what happened to me, okay? As you can see here, that's a handsome guy. Now that's a handsome guy. I'm doxing myself. I'm giving you my birthday, my registration number, my test date, okay? My language, reading, listening, all well over 19. They're not, like, good. I still really wish I had higher points in each of those. But, you know, if 19's the cutoff, each of those individual ones are fine. Go down here to total score, 99 out of 180. A single motherfucking point, chat. A point. A point. I was so fucking upset. I was so upset. But you know, I know. I was like, come on, guys, you gotta give me that one. You gotta give me the 1 point. Come on, just give me the point. But you know, you gotta enforce that cutoff, otherwise it means nothing. So, I get it. So, you know, nothing really to do other than take the test again, which I did on Sunday, last Sunday, December 7th. It was just as frustrating as any other time because it was just like, man, given the amount of time that I studied, and then you get in there on that test and there's still questions popping up where I'm just like, I've never seen this fucking word in my life. This was the song playing in my head while I was taking the test on Sunday. I just realized I'm not even on the fucking screen. I was like, wait a minute. You should be seeing something. I should be seeing something. Me. Hello. But I'm not. We're not playing Hollow Knight Silk Song tonight, so... Here, why don't I... We're talking about studying and taking tests, so I can be a little bit... I can put on my glasses. I can nerd out for you a little bit here. Okay? Hello. Nice to see you again. Here I am in the digital flesh. Here I am in the pixels. Anyhow. Yeah, I don't know. How do I feel about it? It's like, I said this last time when I failed, but no, we're playing something else tonight, chat. We have a lot to get into first. But I said this when I failed the last time. I'm gonna just hide my face. The face has been revealed, but that doesn't mean I need to sit and look at it. This is just cope. This is cope. I'm aware of that. But I think they need to adjust this test. I think they need to add more questions, increase the time, or like, especially the reading portion where it's just like the amount of text that you have to read for each reading comprehension question is, chat, it's unfathomable. I read nowadays. Like, you know, I'm a book reader. I enjoy literature. Oh, you talking about that doo-doo defender? Oh, that's that poop. That's that doo-doo defender. Oh, that's that doo-doo defender. Well, congratulations for beating the dung defender. That was a fun boss. I remember that boss. Anyways, I read books in the English language, in my first language. I love books. I love reading. But after I failed the N1 in July, I was like, well, you know what would probably increase, and that's my, obviously, as you can see here, that's my weakest point, is reading. Because it's so much text, dude. And you don't have that much time. You really have to scan and skim and just, like, really go over the text quickly and pick out key words. It's hard, but, I know the strats. I know the reading comprehension standardized test strategies. I know. But I was like, you know what might make me a little bit better of a reader? Why don't I just read some stuff? Like in Japanese, like books, magazine articles, newspapers, etc., etc. So I did. In addition to just, sitting down and cramming words into my head with flashcards. Rote memorization style. But I'll tell you what. I do think they need to have another look at the way this test is structured, because it is... And, like, the reason I know it's COPE is because people are passing it. People can do it. I might have done it. They should... You know what? I think that's what I'm trying to get at. They should change the test so I can pass it, is what I am saying. I do... The chat... This time... And this is how, I'm kind of trying to walk that line where probably last time when I failed, I was bitching about it, and I was like, it's not fair, the reading's too hard, I run out of time. Literally, I just, like, I'm sitting there looking at the clock, and I'm like, there's so many questions left that I haven't even looked at. I'm like, okay, well, guess it's time to just fill in bubbles now for the last, like, 3 questions that I didn't have time to look at. Or 3 passages of text, which is like 9 questions in total. This time, that didn't happen. I had better test taking strategy. Skills. I skipped ones that I didn't know. Came back to them later. I had time left over. I could look over things that it was You stuck on my name for a minute. You remember John McCain used to exist. Brutal. That's a brutal way of mentioning someone that died. Oh yeah, he used to exist. I'm Dylan McCain Newcomb. I'm a maverick. There's a very interesting David Foster Wallace article about that guy. David Foster Wallace mentioned. Didn't take long. First half hour of the stream, first stream back, David Foster Wallace fucking mentioned. I don't like this song. Makes me feel a little bit schizophrenic. Anyways, I got to the end of the test and I was like, you know what? Maybe. Then again, that's how I felt at the end of the last one, and I missed it by a point. But I feel marginally better than last time. I don't know. It's the way this always goes is that 33% of the questions I confidently answer. I 100% know I'm getting them right. 33% of them, I'm like, I don't know if I can remember this, but I think I can use context clues to probably get it right. I don't know. And then 33% of the questions where I'm just like, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know this word. I don't know. I've never seen this before in my life. So, yeah, we'll see. Test result is apparently out in the middle to end of January. The reason the test takes so long to get the result for is because they do, in fact, grade these on a curve. So if a bunch of people miss the same question, they'll just get rid of it, knock it off the test. Which is nice, I guess. But yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing for the past, month when I've not been streaming. And I'm just, frankly, last word on the topic, I am so fucking ready to just stop taking this test. I'm so ready to stop taking it. It's so annoying. It costs so much money. I had to wake up at 4:30 a.m. Listen, that is not a time that I like to wake up voluntarily. If you're asking me my top 10 favorite times to wake up, Number 10. It would not crack the top 10. Did I remember to piss during my hiatus? Well, I didn't. I forgot to do that this whole time, but we're kind of, chat, there's a, there's a rule. So I'm gonna have to wait till the stream is over, unfortunately. Alright, continuing on. No more talking about the test. We're forgetting about the test. Fingers crossed that I pass it, and then I can deliver that good news to you next January, and then we can just never have to think about it ever fucking again. Whoa. Meant to grab myself there. Yeah. This is indeed a... Sorry for the weird angle. It was, like, hidden behind some things. After my test, I went to... There's a cool series of a chain of, like, recycle shops, secondhand stores, thrift stores, called Yupura. And there's one that I'd never been to. So I stopped by, tried to see what they had. They had some cool stuff. This was the most notable. Animal Forest for the Nintendo 64 DD, if you're aware. This was the real first Animal Crossing. I believe that the Animal Crossing that we got on the GameCube was like a kind of port of this. And if you don't know what the 64 DD is, that is like this weird, like... I wish I had pictures of this, because I've been to a Japanese thrift shop. I think I've shown this before. There's a Japanese thrift shop that I've been to where they have a 64 DD, and it's like several $1,000s that they're asking for it. It's crazy. It was this... So you know how, like, now kind of the platform holders are doing these, like, mid-gen hardware updates where it was like, we had the PS4 Pro and all that shit? This was that. Nintendo did that, but for the N64. And it was just this, like, fucking thing that you, like, clunked onto, you, like, plugged into your N64, and it made it a little bit stronger. And this was that. This was on that. This was exclusive to that. Believe it or not. So, yeah. There you go. And yes, you can see there that they are indeed asking 25,000 yen for this, which is, like, that's like $200, man. That's a lot. I want it, but I don't have a 64 DD. But that's a rarity right there. That's a genuine rarity. Made me go, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, there's the one. Ooh. I like how when I pog, my glasses go just a little bit down my eyes or my nose. Ooh. Bop 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 bop. Bop 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 bop. Bop 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 bop. Just gamer shelf fodder. Yeah, if I got it, I would just put it on the shelf. But listen, chat, I'm not making, like, Dobutsu no Mori money right now. Maybe when I pass that N1 test and I get a big, high-paying, fancy schmancy job, yeah. Speaking of gamer shelf, I have some gamer shelf-related updates for you later, but let's just get through these pictures as they are ordered now. This is a present that was given to me by my sweet beloved Takuya. There was a series of little tiny dishes. I should have taken a picture of the box, but this was a random pull. There were 6 other ones. There were 6 other designs. 5 other designs. They were like the Nyoro Nyoro friends, which is the Japanese onomatopoeia for, like, you know, wiggly or snaky. They were all like snaky Pokemon. There was an Ekans one. There was an Electros one. There was the Dunsparce one. They were really cute. But before I opened it, Taki was like, which one of these 6 do you think you would want the most? And I was like, absolutely Applin. Please. And look at that. The boy appeared. Adorable. Now, I don't think this should be allowed, but this was seen at Donkey. We found this at Donkey. This is just assorted things I don't want you to see. I don't want you to see this, but you have to. We all have to. We have to address the Kirby in the room. No, it's not the Dragon Ball guy. Yeah, who's that guy? I'm taking my glasses off. They're hurting my ears, chat. Hold on. Ugh. There we go. At the Donkey. This is Majin Buu. No, this is the star. This is the titular star of Kirby Air Riders. John Air. John Air himself. Okay, yeah, here we are. We've come to the part of the stream. It's... Oh, no, wait, wrong button. Okay, chat. It's time for me. It's finally time. I've been talking about doing this for a very long time. But I'm showing you the gamer shelf, okay? I feel like it's just long overdue. And it's especially long overdue because I just got a new shelf level, because some of the shelves were getting a little bit overcrowded, and I was like, you know what? It's time for a good rundown of the shelf. With all those little figures so low down, you can see I don't have a cat. Yeah. Well, I mean, if I did have a cat, I would probably just put the books on the bottom, but my apartment, no cats. No pets. No pets allowed. So this is tall. This is a very tall shelf. This is from IKEA. And I got this, like, I don't know, a handful of years ago. And at the time, there were only, like, I think 4 levels to it. But as time has gone on and I've gathered more knickknacks and doodads and belongings and things, it's just continued to expand. So I did, in fact, take, like, detailed looks at each level. So let's start from the bottom, shall we? This is the Pikmin floor. Or more appropriately, I guess, the small things floor. You can see there are also various Hollow Knight characters involved here, because this is where the small things reside. It's kind of hard. I mean, you know, it's the bottom shelf, so it was hard not to get it, like, somewhat in shadow. There's a bread bug. There's a baseball. What else we got? Where's the guy? Where's my guy? Where's my special guy? Never mind. He's there. The little cardboard guy. The, just various doodads and small things. A cursed kaleidoscope. Chat, if you want to know why the kaleidoscope is cursed, you have to ask me why. I'm not just gonna tell you. Yeah. I got the hedgehog when I was with Cam. We went to a hedgehog cafe where you can interact with a variety of hedgehogs. Good times. I also like it because it just kind of looks like it fits into the Pikmin universe. Why is wait, you're asking me why is the kaleidoscope cursed? Chat, because the kaleidoscope was made in Israel. Yeah. It was given to me by someone who just thought it would be a nice gift. And they just, like... they were like, oh, I found this cute little thing. This guy on Etsy makes these. He's based in Israel. And I was like, oh, thanks. Ah. So it is cool. I mean, it's got my name engraved on it. You can see, maybe you can't see in the picture, but, you know, kaleidoscopes are cool. I like to look through it. But we know, we don't talk about the curse until you've already looked into it and it's too late and you've been cursed by it. Yeah, well, we've got the knight, we've got the Jamaican Post box, we've got the little guy. You know, we've got various Pikmin. We've got a Bulborb in the act of eating. I've shown some, like, probably everything on this shelf I have shown independently when I got it. But now it's just, you're seeing it all, like, on the shelf. We go up a layer and we get to the amiibo. This is not all of the amiibo that I own. It's just the ones that I've acquired since being in Japan. Yes. I should say shout out to Lousy Tipper for the Hollow Knight figures. Let's see if there's anything else on this shelf. I mean, pretty much everything on the shelf was given to me by a friend. The bread bug there on the left was a present from Stream Chatter and friend of me in real life, Chemtrail Liker. Is that a purse in the back? Yeah, these are actually 2 coin purses. Whoa! That was weird. Just a moment. The one on the left is, you can't see it very well, but it's the first coin purse that I bought in Japan. And it's a little doggy, but you can't see his face. The green one, the little knit character next to it, this is the town mascot of the town where I used to live, where Cam and I worked together for a year. Her name is Itane-chan, and she's basically a Pikmin herself. Do I still have a bunch of stuff in the US or is it all in Japan by now? That's the thing with the amiibers. I think, like, I don't want to transport them all at once because they're, like, liable, especially ones that have bendy parts. I've always been very, like, you know, particular about not letting my amiibos get bent, especially the ones that have, like, swords and stuff. So I would have to very carefully transport them, but no, I still have quite a few of the amiibos in the States. This is like half my amiibo collection. My ethos with the amiibos is I'm basically only trying to collect the Smash Brothers series in its entirety. The Lucario over there, chat is covering it up a little bit, but that was a gift from Cameron and Kyle? I don't know if it was a joint present or what, but I remember you gave that to me for a birthday or something, or a Christmas. That's S for Master Sword. Who's Kyle? We don't... He's a cat. He's a cat friend of Cameron and I. But yeah, there on the right are, like, I have, like, the Hyrule Historia, which is, like, a big, huge Zelda art book, a Mario art book. On top of those are my Pokemon card binders, which a very long time ago, I showed you some of them. I collect art rares, but maybe we could look at those again sometime. There's certainly been updates. Going up, 3rd floor, video game software. We have my Switch game collection. Yeah, I have a lot. It's a lot. I don't need them all. Chad, I've sold video games from this collection of Switch games, which I usually never do. But I did. I sold Splatoon 2 out of this. There's a couple of them where I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna sell that. But for the most part, I keep my games. I also have the Steelbook for Smash Ultimate. I have a physical copy of the Japanese version of Smash Melee. I have the N64 cartridge for Smash 64 there. I've got Game & Watch. I've got the Japanese Minish Cap. Oh, whoa. Which was a gift from Logan. DS, a few Pokemon games. Boxed Japanese copies of various Pokemon games. My 3DS and DS game card collection in these blue and yellow boxes. And this Kid Icarus, boxed Kid Icarus, was a crazy find. I was looking for it forever, and I eventually found it. In my top 3, man. In my top 3 games of all time. I was elated when I found it. In the red pouch there, that's just a reversible DS/3DS pouch that I got from the Club Nintendo days. On the right of that, just various Switch cartridges being held in a little container, 2 various containers. Now, this is an interesting thing that I forgot until I was putting the shelf together the most recent time. The Sonic game there. Sonic Frontiers. Okay, I streamed that game like 3 times, I think. It was fine. I kind of enjoyed it, but it did not grab me enough to have me continue playing it. My mom got me that for Christmas. Mom does come through with some good. She knows. I just am like, you know what, Mom? She's like, Dylan, tell me your Christmas list. What do you want for Christmas? I'm like, okay, look, I'll tell you a handful of things that I want, but otherwise, just, you know, use your mother sense. And I'll love it. Because it's not fun to just, like, be like, I want this, and this, and this, and then just get it all. I mean, that's nice. But it's more fun, really, when you just get surprised with stuff that you, like, are like, oh, okay. And Sonic Frontiers was that kind of present. Where I was like, all right, cool, thanks, Mom, I'll give this a shot. Unfortunately, it didn't wind up sticking. But growing up, was introduced to a lot of stuff that I would have never otherwise probably discovered for that exact reason. Just because Mom was like, yeah, here you go. You'd like this shit, don't you? You're a weird little gamer kid. Yeah, play this shit, yeah. But she got me the Switch version. However, this Sonic Frontiers Steelbook is the PS4 case. I don't know. She said she got it at GameStop, so I assumed the GameStop guys were just, like, playing some, like, benevolent prank on her. Where they were like, yeah, let's put the Switch version of Sonic Frontiers in the PS4 Steelbook. But I was opening the present, and I was like, okay, Mom got me Sonic Frontiers for PS4. Okay. I mean, that's not, you know, that wouldn't have been my first choice. Because I mostly game on the Switch, but okay. So she kept it to play on her PS4. Maybe. You know what? You're probably right. She probably did. But I opened up the PS4 Steelbook case, and it's the Switch game. I was like, all right. I need to get a proper, like, protector for these Game Boy games. You know what I'm talking about? As is, I'm kind of worried that they might just, like, get damaged. I would like to have them in something. But yeah, I've got a, like, special edition of Bloodborne that came with a cool little art book. Various video game related software and a little bit of hardware. Going up, books and memorabilia. I'm not trying to make a statement with my books. I'm not trying to be like, look at the books I'm reading. I'm just saying these are the books that I have currently on the shelf. Okay? And then otherwise, there's just like little knickknacks and doodads. Like on the left there, that's something that Takuya designed for his company. I have a 4-leaf clover that was given to me by my friend Natasha. There in the middle is a picture of 2 friends of mine who, left Japan last year, and that's a picture that Takuya drew of them to give to them when they left, but he also gave me a copy. There's a picture there of 2 friends of mine that left Japan 2 years ago now at this point. Very tiny, like, Polaroid picture that I took of them. There's a pumpkin painting postcard thing. There's bananagrams. There's board games over here on the right. Dominoes, card games, etc. There's Hanafuda. And, books. There's books. You might notice that a certain particular huge Infinite Jest is missing. That is because I lent that to Cam, who is going to bed. So night-night, Cam. I've cursed Cameron with the task of reading Infinite Jest, so maybe he'll do that someday. No rush, though. No rush. Going up, we have controllers and such. These are my Joy-Cons, my Switch Pro-Cons, my old Switch 1, Wii U gamepad. The Wii U is still hooked up, by the way. We can still game on that if need be. There's my old 3DS. What is that? What is the weird, like, one with the interchangeable faceplates? There's a DSi behind that. There's a DS Lite behind that, and then a DSi behind that. There's an old Game Boy, like an original Game Boy, a Game Boy Pocket with a Game Boy camera in it. Mario and Luigi Wii remotes. And, gay Joy-Cons. It just kind of happened like that. The DSi XL. I saw a very good selection of them at the store that I saw the 64DD copy of Animal Crossing at. They had a lot of good DS hardware there, just very expensive. There's a device there that plays Game Boy Advance games, and I think, Logan, you gave me this. Is it other Game Boy games too? The weird, like, little disembodied Game Boy slot sitting there. You know, hook that motherfucker up to your computer and play your physical Game Boy games on your computer. There's a, I'm going to use it someday. I swear to God. This weird, like, amputated section of the N64 controller, if you go to the Nintendo store in Shibuya in Tokyo, they have a, like, gashapon machine where you can just get, like, little tiny... They're, like, keychains, but they're little sections of controllers. There's, like, a GameCube one where it's, like, the A, B, and X and Y buttons, and they're just, like, little circular cross-sections of the controllers. And I got the N64 one. And I think the funny thing is that somebody opened these up, and they're, like, actual controllers on the inside, I think. Citation needed on that, but I'm pretty sure someone was like, yeah, you could, like, scavenge these for parts if you needed to. Which I thought was funny. Going up, ladies and gentlemen, we are at floor 5. This is the Akabeko floor. It's a lot of Akabekos. Chat, it's a lot of fucking Bekos. I mean, look, man. I'm the Beko streamer. What did you expect? It's my fucking thing. I collect these motherfuckers. Almost 100% from Gachapon. Aoi Beko. Chat, I mean, we could go over, like, a number of these. There's just, like, let's have an up close and personal look at some of them. There's fruit Bekos, there's vegetable Bekos, there's beach Bekos, there's planet Bekos, there's crystal Bekos, there are squeaky Bekos, there are square Minecraft-ass Bekos, there are orange Bekos, green Bekos, piggy bank Bekos, a creeper for some reason. There over here on the right, it gets more to be like rocks and such kind of area. You can see this from another angle, maybe. Yeah. Over here, I've just got, like, a handful of stones, rocks that I picked up. Oh god, he has his AirPods in. There's a creeper. Beko, no! A lot of these, the rocks, the little stones in the back, that collection was a gift from Cam, as is the crystal there in the little glass container. There are also some just random assorted photos and pieces of art in the back. Did I get them from Gashapons? Most of them. I think, actually, all of them? Yeah, all of these. Do you see the Minecraft Beko? It's there between the blue Beko and the kind of angry-looking stuffed animal one. Dun, 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 dun. There's Rock Pikmin. How'd he get up here? Cerberus Beko. Yep, Cerberus Beko. There's Broccoli Beko. I mean, I could just leave this here and let you look at it for people. I'm not trying to brag, but I think this was not my intended effect when I kind of put this shelf together. But people will come to my house and my apartment, and they'll just, like, stand in front of this fucking shelf and stare at it for, like, a very long time. Because they're like, there's so much to see! And there is. And I like that. Going up, we have the Pokemon and Nintendo floor. This one's a bit crowded. If I'm being honest, I think I would have preferred yet another layer and have the Pokemon stuff occupy, like, its own shelf, because I kind of had to cram everything in. On the right-hand side is Pokemon. On the left-hand side is general Nintendo stuff. Listen, I think it would be just easier if you see anything that you have a question about, chat, ask that question, and then I'll address it. Otherwise, if I go through each and every individual thing, it's going to take us a very long time. There's just a bunch of stuff. I have the memorabilia. I see Gumi over there. I mean, even me. Is that a kinky Luigi paddle? This, okay. The Luigi thing, when you go to Universal Studios Japan and you go to the Super Mario area, you, of course, I think, if you've seen any videos of that place, it's still crazy that I never did, like, do a full walkthrough of that, because I've been there and I took a bunch of pictures and stuff. But you, like, you know, knock everything on. Those are the chat, that's the opposite. You either knock everything on or knock everything off. Is that Retro Kirby? Yes, that is Retro Kirby. Anyways, when you go into the Super Nintendo Land part of Universal Studios Japan, you can, like, Mario bump the blocks with your fists and, like, collect coins and play mini games, and there's, like, a leaderboard and shit. It's fun. It's cool. I was actually very pleasantly surprised by how, because, you know, going to pretty much any theme park as an adult these days, I'm just like, oh, I don't like it. Everything's expensive and dirty and crowded, and you wait forever in lines, and it's kind of sucks. But then I got to the Nintendo section, and I was like, okay, but no, this is good, though. And it's very gamey. It's very interesting. But to, like, track your points and log your score, you have, like, one of those, you know what I'm talking about when I say the little slap bracelets where you, like, slap it on your wrist and it, like, auto wraps around your wrist? It's that kind of technology, but it's, like, very thick and rubbery. It's not a Luigi Yowie paddle. You can use it as that if you want to. But you pick from, I think it's, like, 6 designs. There's Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser... No Bowser. Yoshi, Toad. Chat, they were outrageously expensive. When you've already paid so much to be at USJ, and, like, you're shelling out so much, they're fucking bleeding you dry for everything. A bottle of water is, like, $10. And it's like, Luigi Yowie paddle, $100! $8 million. Sorry, yen. The Price Master shows up before you go into that big green pipe. And he's like, I'll have your money, please, so you can have your weird little NFC bracelet. NFC? Yeah. That's the word. I was trying to make sure I didn't say NFT. There's, what else? Just at a glance, there's a Pokedex. There's, the Apricorn balls. Here's a full-on, full frontal shot. There's a Korok. Yahaha. There's Gumi. There's Slowpoke. There's, Tandemouse. There's Golurk. There's Jade Bulbasaur. There's Mimikyu. There's a lot. There's a lot to look at. If I could do things over again, which I'm not going to do, I would exchange... Because this is pretty high up. This is, like, just above eye level. So you have to, like, kind of get on your tiptoes a little bit. It's at eye level for me, but... The Lego ones. Those, you have to put those guys are so delicate and hard to put together. The Gumi and Lotad. I'm surprised you can see them at that angle, but yes, there's a Gumi sitting on a Lotad. There's 2 slimes, just 2 random slimes, one with a ring on his head. Yeah, a lot going on here. But if I had to do it all over again, I would probably put this on a lower shelf, just so it was a little bit easier to see. Got a Pokewalker. I sure do, baby. I could do, like, an I Spy style activity with this shit. I spy with my little eye. Something... Bowser. I don't know. Well, as much as I would love to sit and look at this all night, chat, we do have more things to do and see, so we're gonna go to the very top floor, which is just kind of whatever is left. That is, in fact, the Super Scope. The Super Scope himself. A Pikmin hat, some assorted Nintendo Labos that I put together. Labo's the butt of a lot of jokes, but it's really cool. You sit and put it together, and then you, like, start playing the cardboard piano, and it just works, and you're like, damn, dude, this is cool. It never really took off, and I can kind of see why, but I enjoyed it. I got it for, like, it was discounted. It wasn't even that expensive. It was like, I don't know, I got the default Labo set for, like, I don't know, $10. And I was like, all right, cool. I put it together with a friend, and it was interesting. Probably be $10K for that. Probably. I'm trying to take good care of it. There are still two parts of it. There's like a fishing rod and a wheel for driving that I haven't done yet. Maybe one of these days I will. And then, you know, the Pumpkin Man, Kabumaru, our town's mascot. The weird, like, ball full of cum. I'm glad I got to bring that up and nobody brought it up before I did. The weird ball of cum is actually a weather-telling device. This is not cap. I'm not lying. It's a weather-telling device, and the cum looks different based on the weather. It does. They use this on some, like, fucking, British expeditionary vessel. I think it was the USS... Not the USS. It was, like, the... USS is the US. It was, like, the... HMS Beagle, I think? Can I check the cum ball? Pretty cloudy. Yeah, it's looking pretty cloudy. Listen, I know this sounds like kooky, crazy, fake news, but it does work. It does work. I can look at it and be like, the cum's acting up. It's gonna snow. Or, oh, look at that. The cum's behaving well today. It's gonna be a nice day, I think. They're just like little crystals that react to the changes in the atmosphere. All right. It's alive. Yeah, well, you know. My little cum ball, plotting against me every night and day. When I was buying my shelf pieces at IKEA, I saw this and I wanted to pass it along. Godnat. This is going to be my standard sign-off greeting from now on, I think. Godnat, everyone. Godnat. Have a Godnat. It's supposed to be good night. In case you couldn't tell. And then, yeah, this was, I think, 2 weeks ago, or, you know, like a week or so ago. Myself, Lousy Tipper here in chat, Cam, Takuya, and Natasha. Shout out, Natasha. We all went to... Let me see if I can remember the name of this place. Shingu... Nope, can't remember. It's a shrine. We were trying to see some fall colors, but we got here just a little bit too late so that all the colors were in fact not on the tree, but on the ground. But it was quite a stunning sight, I will say. There he is. This was him, I believe, taking the following picture. Look at all them leaves. It was crazy. If everybody wouldn't have looked at me weird, I would have gotten down on the ground and made a leaf angel. What are they called? They've got like a name. I just can't remember what they are. It was very pretty. Look, I want you to look at this picture. Now that's a good-looking guy. And you can see the leaves are very elegantly falling out of the sky, and there's no hand in the background that was clearly throwing the leaves into the air. These leaves falling from the sky wistfully over my head are just naturally falling leaves. They're naturally falling leaves. Naturally falling leaves. All right. Well, and then there's Kaneyama. That's where I live. That was a couple weeks ago, but by now, that's all snow. I live in one of those places where before the snow really starts falling, you can see it up on the hills before it starts falling down where you are. I love where I live. It's so pretty. Anyways, what's that green stuff on the ground? Pretty sure that's cum. Green cum. It can also tell you about the weather. All right, chat. Well, those were some pictures I wanted to show you. Thank you for looking at my shelf. Those were assorted things I want you to see. Okay? And while I would love to continue listening to this, there is something that I'm actually just now realizing I totally forgot to look at. We need to go over this together, folks. Thank you, Logan, for bringing the following to my attention, but I mean, it's you know, it's the end of the year. It's the time for reflecting on you know, what happened this year. And as such, it is time for the Twitch 2025 recap. Trying to maximize this bitch. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Why does the window look weird like that? Why you look weird like that, window? Reset. Reset. I guess that's fine. Can I get a... How do I make this even bigger? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I am talking about. But it doesn't look good to you. Hold on. Now it should. There we go. Chat. Twitch 2025 recap. This year, we came together, chat. We came together. That's right.
Do not.
We came together. Okay. As a streamer. Hours streamed, 290. That's a lot of hours. 79 streams. 72 distinct days streamed. Total hours watched. Did I really watch? Oh, that's hours watched of me. That's a lot of hours. Thanks, guys. What did we play this year? We've got Mario and Luigi, Donkey Kong Banan, Elden Ring? Oh, the DLC. Yeah, that was this year. Oh, that's crazy. Don't like that goat. Hollow Knight's already in the top 5. That's crazy. Oh yeah, Zelda was finished this year too. That's crazy. Elden Ring DLC and Zelda got finished this year. Wow. Kind of forgot that. Pretty good. Yeah, Brothership was great. I had my issues with that game in the end, but I enjoyed my time with it. Donkey Kong was amazing. My top stream reached 11 viewers, chat. Can I get some motherfucking applause, please? Come on, 11 people. Top tags, Japan, English, gay. That's a lot of chats. I love every chat message. These are good. These are good. Becco Lol. We've got Doodle Becco. We got Becco Pog. We got Becco Jam. Becco Goodbye. Or I think that's Becco Leave. Yeah. I cannot wait until Twitch lets me get rid of the giant B6 in front of my emote names. It's just a little bit annoying. I gotta say, I think it was, you know, this always happens, but people will be popping into my Discord being like, "Hello, streamer. I am artist who does for streamers to create. I say it's for stream. Please look at my art." And it's like AI generated slop, and they're like, "Please give me money to make the emotes for you." And I'm like, man, I'm making them myself. And I'm pretty proud of what we've done here with these emotes. Collaborate with people every now and then, you know, Cryptic there with the concept for Doodlebecko. I really like Doodlebecko, actually. I never really thought about it that much, but the way it just subtly deforms and then not so suddenly deforms. It's cute. These are good. These are good. Damn, dude. Maybe I should be in people's DMs like, "Look at my my portfolio. Look at my portfolio, please. Please let me create your emotions." Now, chat, this is where clap for you. Clap for you. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. There you are. There's John, there's Chad, Logan, Wobble, Nathan, sorry, Kim Chow Liker, Cryptic, Easto, Chuck, Cam. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. I really do. Who the fuck is Beast 10-334? Thank you for the raid, whoever you are. All right, clip that. Oh my god, we've got clips. Well, here's the thing. Ever since I moved to being more of a YouTube Shorts focused clip maker, we've gotten a lot less Twitch clips. But why don't we watch this one? My top viewed featured clip this year. I remember this. This was during I Am Not a Robot. Gotta be this one. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? The echo is always funny. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? There's two of me on the screen. It's kind of weird. What do this still, I hear this in my head sometimes. What do you mean? What do you mean? Fuck. All right. Well, no more navel gazing looking at the most viewed clips of the year, but you know, we could look at the, no, we're not going to. We're not going to. I was going to say we could look at the most viewed YouTube short. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? Hold on, chat. Just a little bit more gazing at my navel. We're going to do it via the YouTube studio though. Let's see here. Sort by views. Let's see. I'm gonna try to figure. I think this one was this is the highest one from this year. Yes. Yeah, this was during Silk Song. All right, guys, welcome to the Hollow Knight stream. It's Silk Song. That's right. It's the new hot game. It's the meme game that took forever to come out. I know what you all have been waiting for. You've been waiting for GiantBreadbug's 2 deaths run of Silk Song. That's right, this is the run of the game where I allow myself to die only 2 times, no more than twice. No more than 2 deaths! 2 deaths? Oh, Oh my god. All right, guys, welcome back to the stream. It's been a little bit. Thanks for joining tonight. Let's get some sensual Leons going in chat.
Post your sensual
I'm here
Leons.
tonight streaming for you with the 3-death run of Hollow Knight Silksong. That's right, it's the run of the game where we only die 3 times, and if we die a single more time than that, we reset the game and start from the beginning. So let's get going, guys.
That's right. That's what we want to
All right,
see.
guys.
Sensual Leons. All right. Well, those were the top 2 clips of the year, it seems. So that's good. Thank you. I like making the clips. The clips are fun. They drive engagement. They are funny. They just are a little bit time consuming to make. So, you know, it takes me a little bit of time to put them out. For a bug, you suck at bug games. Well, chat, you know, I'm better at stuff that I'm unfamiliar with. Hype happenings. 35 new followers, 30 new subs, 6 hype trains, 1.2 million points spent in the channel? What? What are you talking about? That's crazy. All right, chat, look at that. Pretty good stuff. Get one more applause in here, and that's this is for me, this is for you, this is for all of us. I gotta tell you, that's not a bad year right there. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Man, I kind of forgot that Zelda got finished this year, and Elden Ring. Damn. Cool, dude. Well, here's to...
Incredible!
I think so too. Yeah, I guess that's right. Now that we have the sound effects that you can play, the chat is using a lot more of the channel points, yeah. Well, thanks, guys. I mean, I say it all the time, but I really only do this because I think it would be fun for people to watch. I mean, it's a little bit for me. Add better... See, chat, sorry. Yeah, I don't know how that works. Add better to TV mode. I need to fix that. This has come up before. I don't know what the deal with that borked point redeem is, but... Yeah, I do this a little bit for myself because I like streaming and I'm going to play video games anyways, but I also do it because I think it's nice to share it with people. And knowing that people enjoy it and people have fun just kind of hanging out and watching me be a dumb asshole on the internet is kind of cool. So for now, I'm content to keep doing it because it's really fun and everyone else seems to be having a good time. So here's to a 2026 full of even more Twitch.tv. Okay. Chad, I need you to have a look at something. Cuz it's December and you know, we're looking back at 2025, but that we still have a whole month of December to go. And you know what that means. It means something. You know what that means. Oh, this is still here. I thought I disabled this. Hold on. Chat. I don't really know how to broach the following topics, so I'll tell you what. Why don't we change the... This is a segment of the stream where it's not video game related. This is addressing Sino-Japanese tensions. Chat, recently, if you're any kind of a news or politics or you know, world events buff, you may or may not know that you know, I'm pregnant and I'm having the baby,
and the baby is Chinese. Okay, let me explain this in a really brief and not too heavy kind of way. Japan recently elected a new prime minister. Their first female prime minister. Her name is something Takaichi. I don't remember her first name, but she's like extremely hawkish and right wing and yada yada. What a big fucking surprise. Yeah, we've talked about her a little bit up to now. Two words. Female Shinzo Abe. Female Shinzo Abe. So, yeah, that's her whole deal. It was like a month ago now or so. She said like something wildly out of pocket with regards to Taiwan. And then she was like, yeah, we would have, just like putting hypotheticals out there that were like not good for anyone. Like, if China moves on Taiwan, we're going to have to step in. And then China was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And there's been this like diplomatic spat between them for the past month or so. There's like weird military operations going on where they're just kind of like, you were in our airspace, you were in our waters, and they're kind of like slap fighting right now. She's got to go. I think she's got to get out of here. We need to get her out. But the point of this segment is that welcome back, John. The point of this segment is that right now in Japan domestically, I'm seeing a lot of like Chinese hate, a lot of, not everybody, but it's spreading a little bit. People are being a little bit, hateful toward Chinese people. And then, I'm seeing a lot of Chinese online hate toward Japanese people. And, let's set the like historical and all that stuff. Let's not get into it because I'm not a historian and I can't eloquently talk about it. But what I'm hoping is that here tonight on this here stream, we can do a little bit of meme diplomacy. Okay? We'll do a little bit of meme diplomacy, okay? So here first, 2 images that I saw on Twitter. Wait, the names have been redacted to protect their privacy. Wait, Japanese people are racist? Actual reply to that tweet. I gotta move out of the way. Yes, unfortunately, but I still love them to a degree because of their respect for nature, strong moral code, and anime and manga. Okay? So, chat, as we embark on this meme diplomacy program to hopefully get some, ease the tensions between China and Japan right now, I want to remind you, this is a no poop and pee zone. No poop and pee. That means no racism, no xenophobia, no slurs, no bad behavior, or I'm gonna get you. Chat, let's behave ourselves. Let's treat this sensitive topic with the sensitivity it deserves, and let's all be mature. I'm not taking sides in this battle. I'm not even saying that anyone should be taking sides. But we're going to take an honest look at the situation through the lens of memes. Okay? So let me just putting this, yeah. You decide. We'll get to the end of this segment and you can decide which army you're signing up for, okay? In doing so, I actually have music to play, but I need to show you. This is from Catherine's Life in Japan. This is upbeat Japanese store BGM for study and work. You gotta put that in the title, otherwise you don't get the clicks, huh? I'm gonna show you, because there's like really cool like trivia and stuff. I got you. Wondering how well this will age in about a year. It will age perfectly fine because I'm hearing each side out. I live in Japan, so you might think I'm a little bit biased and there's a side that I'm kind of like predisposed to root for. You would be right. It's China, because I'm a staunch anti-capitalist. So, you know, yeah, I'm sitting on the fence, but I'm leaning toward the Chinese side. But I'm willing to be convinced by the end. But anyways, yeah, here will be our listening experience for this. This is the Don Quixote theme song. Don Quixote is Japan's most famous discount megastore chain, founded in 1980 in Tokyo. It sells literally everything from snacks, cosmetics, electronics, to bizarre items, all stacked in a chaotic maze of aisles that feel like a treasure hunt. Oops. The song that you always hear in Donkey is called Miracle Shopping, sung by Miyami Tanaka. It's been looping in stores since the 1990s. The lyrics are about enjoying shopping at Don Quixote. This song will induce psychosis in you, by the way. So, I'm just warning you. Donkey. Donkey, Don Quixote. Yes, that's right. Why you do this? Because you said you like the music. Chat member doesn't know how to feel. Chat member's like, I like the stream for its music. Oh my god, stop it with the music. Come on, man. Pick a side. Donkey. Isn't it good? All right, chat. So here's how this is gonna go. We're gonna hear from one side, and then we're gonna hear from the other side.
Think about the Chinese, right?
We're gonna hear from a number of different officials, experts, people who are real giants in their field. Right now, we're hearing from Miss Tanaka, and I think she's presenting a pretty compelling case for Japan. Don Quixote. She's not lying, though, the person who did the little informational thing. When you go into some of these are more like, you know, claustrophobically laid out than others. Okay, we're looping. Okay. But sometimes you go into a donkey and it makes you feel like you're gonna like die of. It's like the opposite of a sensory deprivation tank. It's a sensory overload donkey. Okay. So now you have a little bit of the Don Quixote can and will hurt you. It will. Okay, now here I want to frame this discussion and this meme diplomacy that we're doing with a trusted expert who I think we all know and love. And he has some interesting things to say about this whole Chinese and Japanese split.
Think about the Chinese right now. Literally visualize them in your head. Now think about tickling them, dude. Think about tickling them. How cool is that? Because they're active, man, and they're going to be fired up. And now, okay, now think about tickling a Japanese person. Kind of cuter, you know? Cuter. You know? Chinese, like, oh, yeah. Chinese be more aggressive, and the Chinese will strike. The Chinese will strike, dude.
So, you know, we need to keep that in mind. The Japanese are a little bit more cute, and the Chinese are a little bit more active, according to this expert. Okay. Now I'm not. Again, I need to stress. None of the videos, memes, silly images that are shown tonight here on this stream are endorsed by GiantBreadbug Incorporated, okay? but I'm trying to he is accredited. I'm trying to hear both sides out. Okay? So here next, I want us to take a look at some of the scientific output of Japan. These are the kinds of scientific developments that Japanese experts and leading researchers are coming up with these days, and I think they're important to bring into this conversation.
せーの、軍、艦、隊、数またはの積分定数、該当なし。2回微分が不サイクロイド、ホイートストンブリッジ、2回微分が不、2回微分が正、コサイン、サイン、タンジェン、インテグラル、タンジェン、インテグラル、タンジェン、インテグラル、周回積分、インテグラル、インテグラル、インテグラル、単重積分、タンジェン、コタンジェン、アクタンジェン、ハイガータンジェント。シー数、トランス、シー数、シー数、トランス、トランス、シー数、指数関数、対数関数、アリエスプロット、魚。おお、魚か。ハメ直線。179センチ。素数。
Okay. So, I mean, there's always a lot that's made of, like, the Japanese, and specifically with regards to, like, you know, their manufacturing sector being kind of gutted by American tariffs in the, what is that, the 80s and such, with, you know, the Americans basically undercutting Japanese electronics industry because it was like outstripping and outpacing the American companies' development of similar technologies. So that's something that I think people talk about and is important to take seriously. But what might be more important to center in this discussion is making funny shapes of mathematical expressions with your body, like that young man was. I think it means that we should all be making more shapes with our bodies. Next, we have a linguistic expert who is going to tell us a little bit about this is and we're switching to the Chinese side here. We're gonna hear from an expert in Chinese language about, I think, some things that may be pretty interesting to hear.
English names that sound funny to Mandarin speakers. Robin, 裸奔, running naked. Robinson, 裸奔神, god of running naked. Nelson, 尿神, god of pee. Benson, 笨神, god of dump. Mason, 美神, god of beauty. Nicholas, 你抠死了, you're so stingy. Isabella, 医生被拉, the doctor got arrested. Dylan, 低能, low IQ. Nancy, 难死, difficult to die. Robert, 萝卜,
I didn't know
carrot.
that was coming.
Ashley, 熬死你, wear you down to death. Logan, 脑梗, brain stroke.
Oh!
Tiffany, Tiffany, kick your ass. Martha,
Logan!
麻花, fried dough twist. Jeff, 姐夫, brother-in-law.
Oh my God.
Daniel, 大牛, big shot. Gordon, 狗蛋, dog boss. Melanie, 没人理, nobody cares.
Chat, I watched like the first 2 or 3 names of that video before I put that in the folder for this, and I didn't know that both my and Logan's names were going to be in there. I didn't know that. Whoa. That was a nice little surprise. Why does my name mean lower? And why did you spell it? Why'd they have to spell it like I spelled Dylan? Anyways, again, it's important to think about how your name might sound when said with a bit of a Chinese accent. So I'm thank you for that. That was very important. I'm glad to hear from you. Low IQ. Low IQ? 一样.
Dylan in English sounds like Dill Land or Land of Pickles. I guess. Mr. Nihongo. Well, my name in Japanese sounds like the sound Yoshi makes when he eats something with his tongue. Girang. Why do people in Japan always laugh at your name? Jon? Jon? I can't immediately think of anything that your name sounds like that's like an innuendo or anything. Jon. 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 But it's not elongated. It's just like Jon. Huh. I don't know. Maybe everyone just really likes your name. Maybe it's very fun to say. Next, for the Japanese perspective, we have the following. Yeah. I think that's probably the most insightful, incisive, and, you know, really just frankly important thing that we've heard so far about this very important topic. All right. Next, we have some knowledge about Chinese history, specifically an old Chinese proverb. And this guy, I think you might know this guy, and I think his bona fides speak for themselves.
This is my favorite Chinese saying. Better to be first among roosters than last among bulls. Of course, the meaning's clear. If you have to choose between being a chicken or a cow, pick the chicken. Cows are always being messed with by aliens. Cattle mutilations are up, you know. Why go looking for trouble, right? If an enemy spots you, you'll be in more trouble than a cow on a UFO. You stay out of their sight.
Why would aliens be in an old Chinese proverb?
Everyone knows they've been visiting us for thousands of years.
News to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you, Otacon. So I think, you know, from this week, who is to say in this relationship who is the cow and who is the chicken? Mama had a chicken, Daddy had a cow. So China. Japan. Basically, I think, is what we're supposed to take away from that. We have a chat. All right, there's. I'm gonna drop the facade just a little bit here, because here's why we're doing any of this. I just started like collecting weird like Japanese funny memes and like things about Japan, and I was like, okay, I'll bundle these all in some kind of you know, little weird segment, or just like showing everyone the funny little Japanese memes that I've collected. However, one of them in particular, and then, you know, I started also finding a bunch of very funny Chinese memes, so it kind of became what it is, what we're joking about right now. However, the next video I'm going to show you, it's a little bit longer, and it's actually, I'm going to throw out a legitimate like content warning. I'm going to show you something that is, it contains like Japanese, what I think American people probably rightfully consider a slur for Japanese people. It is a military training video from the World War II era of the USMC Marine Corps being trained to speak Japanese and deal with Japanese soldiers in battle. I just, this is something that I ran across, and
I think it's an interesting artifact of history. However, it's gonna be weird, and there's gonna be language in here that's gonna be uncomfortable, and maybe at times it's gonna be funny and interesting and educational. But let's watch this together, and I'll tell you what. If at any point because I watched, the majority of it to make sure it was not completely objectionable. If at any point we decide we want to hit the eject button, we can do so. But in a genuine way, I just want you to know we're going to watch something that's, questionable. I do not endorse some of the language being used or the ideas certainly being expressed in this video, but it is an interesting historical artifact, and I think we should watch it. And I again emphasize to you, this is a no poop and pee zone. We are watching this video for genuine historical, archival, and educational purposes. No poop and pee zone. Thank you. So again, this is an actual Marine Corps training video. Training soldiers on how to deal with Japanese soldiers. The title is Japanese Language Useful Phrases, USMC Marine Corps World War II training video. Let's have a look. It's loud. There's the word, chat. Let's be mature. Let's be mature. Oh, God.
A great many marine lives were saved on Guadalcanal, Bougainville, in the Marshall Islands and elsewhere as a result of information obtained from Japanese prisoners. To capture Japs may be in some cases more important than capturing Jap positions. For prisoners can tell us where the enemy is, how strong he is, what Jap units are present, what his plans are, and where his artillery and command posts are located.
They really are saying that word all the time, huh?
Having captured a prisoner, the next task is to handle him with a minimum of risk to yourself and with efficiency in order to get him to the rear quickly for questioning. Thus, in addition to the individual and team training you have received, the knowledge of a few Japanese words may prove invaluable.
Wow, they said the full word. I can't believe it.
In this picture, we're going to learn 11 Japanese phrases.
Are you ready, chat? Do you have... We're studying Japanese. Are you ready? This is my Japanese study stream. And I can, in fact, I will vouch for the, at least, if not the, moral fiber of this video, then at least the linguistic authenticity of what's being taught here.
Do with the capturing of prisoners. Now first, the pronunciation.
The racism thesaurus.
Pronounce A as in father, I as in machine, E as in men, O as in bone, U as in rude. When the vowel O is marked long,
that's correct.
Hold the sound twice as long. Say Tokyo, not Tokyo.
That's correct.
G is always hard as in go, never as in ginger. Divide the words into syllables.
They really did just all talk the same back then.
Word or syllable.
Try not to. First word.
Surrender.
Surrender.
This is the way the Japanese write it using our kind of lettering. This is the way it must be pronounced. Ko-san-seo. Surrender. Now everyone say it with me.
I'm not going to be saying it. No, we're not going to be repeating after the teacher.
Please. Now let's try it again. Ko-san-seo.
Ko-san-seo.
Ko-san-seo. That means surrender. I'm going back over these words later to see how many you remember, so keep your wits about you.
Yeah, like I said, Chat, you better be taking notes.
All together, ko-san-seo. Now the next word is uchikata o yame. That means ceasefire. Now let's all say it together.
I don't... Yeah, I guess this checks out.
Me. Louder. U, chi, ka, ta, wo, ya, me.
What is he waving his hand in the air like that for? Kinda, I guess. I don't... This comes across as a little bit weird to me. Yame.
The fellow in the back row is asleep.
Should be Yamero or...
If he doesn't care about getting the Japs to cease fire, this may be the last picture he'll ever see.
He's doing like fake... Wait a minute. He's like... This is a video clearly intended to be shown to like a crowd of like... This is not like live studio audience. He's like doing bits where he's like, oh, that fellow in the back there clearly isn't, he's not too keen on getting the Japanese to surrender. So I suppose he'll be just fine with getting his penis cut off.
If he doesn't care about getting the Japs to cease fire, this may be the last picture he'll ever see.
Hold on.
Ta, wo, ya,
what are you waving your hand for, weirdo?
The fellow in the back row is asleep. If he doesn't care about getting the Japs to cease fire, this may be the last picture he'll ever see.
Yo, dude, can you imagine when they're showing this to the soldiers afterward and there's actually a guy asleep in the back? That'd be so funny, though.
Buki wo stero. Buki wo stero. Drop your weapons. Say it with me.
This works, I guess.
Wo stero. Say it with me again.
yeah, I mean, chat, you're not wrong.
Oh, you can do better than that.
You can do better than that.
This time. Buki wo stero.
Yeah, by modern standards of the like U.S. behavior internationally, this is like this is woke.
Weapons. Next phrase. Teo agero.
His pronunciation isn't bad.
Teo agero. Teo agero. You think you've got that now? Let me hear you yell it and put up your hands at the same time.
I don't really feel comfortable doing repeat after me in this situation, understandably.
Teo-agero.
You should repeat, though, chat. Okay.
Next phrase.
It's from about here that I don't know what's going to happen, so if something extremely racist or questionable appears, then don't blame me.
Korosanai yo. We won't murder you.
We won't murder you.
Korosanai yo. We won't murder you.
That means
we won't do any killing.
Now
let's
That's
have
right.
A contest. The men on this side yell it loud. Korosanai yo. Now the men on this side. Korosanai yo. Good.
He's doing like little as a teacher too, as somebody who like teaches language in the class, like in a professional setting. I'm like, oh yeah, he's doing like little teacher games. It's like, all right, now this side you say it real loud, and this side you say it real loud. Oh, this is weird.
We covered 5 words. That wasn't bad, was it? Practice will give you confidence, and your prisoners will obey orders quickly. For example, here's a way to remember.
What?
What's the command for drop your weapons?
What do you think? What do you think this guy's deal is here on the right? What do you think his deal is? Do you think that's a Japanese guy? You think that's an actual prisoner of war? That they're just like, hey, so we know you're a prisoner of war, but we need you to appear in our little like language education video.
What's the command for drop your weapons? Not enough of you remembered.
Not enough of you remembered. Chat, you're not getting a sticker. Buki wo stero.
Buki wo stero.
You don't really say the W in wool. It's like it's very subtle, but wool.
What is it? That's better. No wonder it's better. Now try it. Game! Your pronunciation could be improved. It's Buki wo stero. Buki wo stero. Hands up. What's the word? Not bad, not good. It's teo agero. Teo agero. Practice these words among yourselves. Check and double check each other. Get these Japanese words down pat. It takes time, it takes trouble, but it also takes prisoners. All right, next time. Here's one you'll like. It means strip. Might come in handy sometime.
No.
It's hadaka ni nare.
Don't do it.
Hadaka ni nare.
Stop
Say
it.
with me.
Stop it.
Hadaka ni nare.
Hadaka ni nare.
Spread.
No! No!
Hadaka ni nare. Strip. Now I'm going to give you two words
No!
that should be learned together. Detekoi, come out.
I know detekoi.
Kochikoi, come here. Say them with me.
No.
Detekoi, come out.
Strip and come out.
Come here. Let's see what happens. Detekoi.
Oh. Chad, yes, this will be on the test. Oh my god. And if you fail the test, you actually pass. The only way to play is not to win.
All right. Try these two phrases that mean come out and come here again. Tell them to come out.
Please, big, I. Please.
Tell them to come here.
I.
Ko. Next is susume, forward march. That's easy, isn't it? Su-su-me, forward march. Susume, tomare.
Copy that.
All right. Tomare, as you have seen, means halt.
Halt.
Tomare.
Uh-huh.
Halt. Let's try it again. Su-su-me. Forward march.
I think you're cryptic. You might be thinking of Suzume, right? Susume, susumeru, susumu.
Damare. Shut up. Let's try it. Da-ma-re. Shut up. Again.
Shut up.
Da-ma-re.
Tabatayo, tabatayo.
Damare. There are the 11 words. Let's give them a quick one.
That's the one I meant to press.
Kosan seyo. Surrender. Kosan seyo. Surrender. I know these
This
words.
guy looks like John Cena a little bit.
All together. Kosan seyo. Surrender. Uchikata oyame. Ceasefire. Uchikata oyame. Ceasefire. Come out. Detekoi. Again. Detekoi. Come here. Kochikoi. All
Uh-huh.
together. Kochikoi. We won't murder you.
I love this one being included. I mean, I know, like, in the, like, why it's in here, but it's just like, Detekoi, I'm gay.
Drop your weapons. Guki wo stero. Now everyone say it with me.
The funny thing is, Japanese people actually do say, like, coming out, coming out.
Te o agero. All together. Te o agero. Forward march. Susume.
I'm just pressing buttons
Let's
at this
try it
point.
again. Susume. Halt. Tomare.
Oh, man!
Again. Tomare. Strip. Hadaka ni nare.
Stop.
Let's try it.
Stop that.
Hadaka ni nare.
Put your clothes off.
Shut up.
Directly.
Very dangerous.
Damare. The knowledge of these few Japanese words and phrases may someday save your lives and the lives of others. So study them. Learn them. Learn them well. Remember, words too are weapons.
Oh, what a fucking way to, wow. Remember, chat. Words too are weapons. So when you're posting horrible things to the streamer, telling him how bad he is at video games, those two are weapons. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Oh my god, man. Jesus Christ. Can we have a palate cleanser, please? How about,
How about another Japanese department store song? What's up next on the list? Where is that? Oh, hello. It's just me. There we go. Except why isn't it not full screen? Next we have Hard Off. Oh my god, I fucking hate Hard Off. Oh no, not Hard Off. Chat, it's time for the Hard Off music. Is it Hard Off ni uri ni iko, Hard Off ni uri ni iko, Hard Off ni uri ni iko, Hard Off ni uri ni iko? I hate that one. It's not playing. Oh, this is hard. Oh yeah, this is fucking great. Despite the name, Hard Off is not what it sounds like. It's actually a Japanese second-hand store chain. Founded in 1993 in Niigata Prefecture. I didn't know that. Hard Off is part of a larger family that includes Book Off, used books and games, Mode Off, fashion, that's outdated. I've never heard of Mode Off. Or maybe just not a thing in Tohoku. And Hobby Off, collectibles. There's also, like, what is the car one? There's a car one. Oh, this one fucking goes. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I don't think any voiceover. There's an alternate version of this where like two guys are like screaming the Japanese equivalent of like, let's go to Hard Off to sell some stuff. Let's go to Hard Off to sell some stuff. And it's awful. I hate it. This is so much better. Quick, class. It's time to hard off. Come here. Come out. And strip. And shut up. The bass does slap. The bass is very good. Pretty good. Wait for it. Yeah. I got a lot of the stuff that was on the shelf that I was showing you tonight came from Hard Off, including most of my like secondhand Japanese game purchases come from Hard Off. The Hard Off near where I live in a town called Wakamatsu, they have some sick secondhand hardware. I frequent Hard Off. I go there all the time. I accompanied John to Hard Off so he could get a refund on a shitty... Well, that's not fair, but, you know, he bought a keyboard from there that turned out to be a little bit too hard off and did not actually work, so he had to get a refund. Hard Off rocks, though. I never miss an opportunity to hit up a Hard Off. There are, like the description says, there's like Book Off as well, which is where I get a lot of my Pokemon cards. The place to go to get reverse Viagra. That's pretty good. If you experience an erection lasting longer than 4 hours, please visit your nearest Hard Off. Pretty good. Chat, we're not exactly done. Is this just playing in there all the time? It's this, and like John said, there's like somebody over the announcement, like the loudspeakers going like, "Thank you for coming to Hard Off today. We're happy to have you here. Please check out our blah 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 blah. We're featuring a new sale on blah 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 blah. And we just got in a new, whatever, blah 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 blah." And then like I said, there's the one where the guys come on every once in a while and they're like doing just a very annoying like shout version. Pretty good. We're not yet done exploring Japanese versus Chinese meme diplomacy. We have 2 more examples to go through, okay? If you work there, I could see this triggering a psychotic break. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a shitty job, too, because, like, you know, it being a secondhand store means that you, like, anyone can go in and sell and buy stuff. And at a lot of these places, they have, like, a no loads refuse style policy where they have to look up and investigate anything that you bring in, check its condition, see how clean it is, how well put together it is, whether it works, and then, like, look up on the internet what other places are buying and selling it for. No, not yet. And then if they determine that they can't give you any money for it, they'll just be like, all right, we're not going to buy this for you, but we will just take it off your hands for free so you don't have to, like, otherwise figure out how to get rid of it. And it's just free, which is nice. There have been a couple of times where I was like, oh my god, I have this, like, because, you know, disposing of certain kinds of garbage in Japan is not just as easy as throwing it in the trash can. Like, electronics and bigger items you have to, like, arrange to have taken away. And so more often than that, I'm just like, you know what? Hado off uni uri ni iko is what I say. Which is also what they say in that horrible shouty song. Chat, consider this. Am I right? What do you think? So yeah, oh my god, this one is going to make me have a fucking psychotic break. Yobikomi-kun isn't actually a store, but a tiny robot used in supermarkets and discount shops in Japan. This little gadget was created by Towa Electronics in 1998 to help attract customers. About the BGM. The main tune it plays is called Number 4 within the menu of the robot, an upbeat melody that gets looped all the time in supermarkets and discount areas. Chat, this song, it's such a short loop, and it plays so fucking much in so many places. Just the minute this started up, I had a trauma response. Ugh. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, it was short. Oh, thank god. Yodobashi camera. This one's pretty good. Yodobashi Camera is one of Japan's biggest electronics megastore chains, founded in 1960 in Tokyo's Nishi Shinjuku. Their stores are huge. They're usually the entire multi-floor building, selling everything from cameras and computers to home appliances and toys. About the BGM, the lyrics can change depending on the location. For example, the Shinjuku version shouts out local train lines and nearby areas, while other branches have their own local versions. Not bad. Can we for sure confirm Japan is real? I would say yes, but I think that's what we're trying to get to the bottom of here. That's part of our essential mission tonight. In addition to easing diplomatic stresses between Japan and China, we are also trying to confirm the actual existence or non-existence of the country that I currently live in. I might skip ahead. This one's not bad, but I kind of like the ones that are completely original. Daiso, man. Daiso! I think Daiso is somewhat famous. It's like it's a dollar store, basically. Daiso is Japan's most famous 100 yen shop, which is, you know, $1. 100 yen is $1. Founded in 1997, Daiso started as a mobile merchandise truck business before growing into a global retail giant with over 3,600 stores in Japan and more than 2,000 overseas. The song title is Happy Price Paradise, and it has been looping in stores since 2020. Actually, you know what? I hate this. I really don't like this. If dollar stores are dead, no, chat. Dollar stores, 100-yen stores, 100kin, as they're called, they are, yeah, alive and kicking doesn't even really begin to describe it. They are mega popular. And they rock. It's like cheap, good, you know, I mean, you're getting what you pay for, but like, whenever I just need like random shit for around the house, and I don't want to spend any amount of money, I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to think about it. Just go to Daiso. Just go to any of the hyakins. So far, I'm however many for however many. I've recognized all of these so far. This one I don't know. It all has to be Chinese made? Well, chat member, very astute of you to make that observation. Yeah, a lot of Vietnamese stuff, a lot of Chinese stuff. See? Why do we gotta fight? Just because Japan's idiotic, hawkish prime minister made extremely irresponsible statements regarding China and Taiwan, and like refuses to really retract them or like soften her stance at all. Is that all? Is that the only reason? Muji! I fucking love Muji. Muji is great. Muji is short for Mujirushi, which the name of the store. I didn't even read the last one. What was the deal with the last one? Aeon is one. I do know Aeon. Aeon is one of Japan's largest retail groups, running supermarkets and malls nationwide. Waon is Aeon's. It's pronounced. Listen, chat. It's pronounced Aeon. Whenever I see it, I think it's like Aeon, but it's Aeon. Electronic money system. Every time you make a purchase using your Waon card, the reader barks. There is an instrumental tune that plays in Aeon stores. Some people refer to this song as the Waon theme song. Wang is the onomatopoeia for bark in Japan. Muji means, I was about to explain this, but I realized the person who uploaded the video has a description right here for us. Muji literally means no mark. This style has made it an international symbol of calm and thoughtful living. Many of Muji's stores are designed with the iconic soft lighting, natural wood textures. With the? What do you mean the? With iconic soft lighting, natural wood textures, and neutral colors. About the BGM, the music that usually plays in Muji stores is the traditional Celtic music rooted in Irish culture. I've noticed this about Muji. It's weird. I'm like, why do they got fucking Celtic shit playing in here? Muji is where I buy a lot of my skincare products, the ones that I actually use. Sometimes they've got good snacks. And again, none of it's like terribly expensive. But the no mark means that all of the packaging is very like, you know, plain and not ostentatious. Only seen one Muji in the Michinoeki in Namie. There's a new one that just opened up in Yonezawa. There is not a Muji in Aizawa-Komatsu. I believe there's one in Fukushima. There are obviously some of them in Koriyama. They're somewhat, like, elusive. They're not quite everywhere. But when I do need to go to Muji, I usually go to, obviously, Yonezawa or Koriyama. Now, this slaps. This does slap. But yeah, I buy my, like, face creams and whatnot there, my various face washes. They've got good stationery, notebooks and stuff. They sell like all kinds of shit. We love Muji. Thank you, Chad. Oh my god. Okay, my hands are up. My hands are up, don't kill me. Aren't you gonna tell me to strip?
That was pretty good. That was pretty good Nihongo there, soldier. Looks like this chat member doesn't want to get his little... Never mind. Never mind. Looks like this chat member is a good soldier. That's all I'm gonna say. What is it? Haraka ni nare? This chat member wasn't sleeping in the back. I'm 1940s John Cena. Here to tell you, you should make all of your Japanese enemies strip naked and confess their homosexuality to you. All right, we've got a lot more music to listen to. Maybe we can listen to this some other time, because I have other stuff. We can do Bic Camera, I believe. Bic Camera is another electronics place. Yes, mixed with, you know what? There was another aspect to him that I was not quite picking up on. You're absolutely right. George Bailey from From a Wonderful Life. Yes, you're right. I don't like this one. I don't like it. Bic Camera started in 1968 in Ikebukuro, Tokyo, and originally focused on cameras. Some locations are massive, like the Shinjuku store, which spans 8 floors of gadgets, cameras, home appliances, and more. I've been there. It is horrifying. I hate it. It's labyrinthine. I almost have a hard time finding my way out of there when I'm there. About the BGM. The jingle's melody is loosely based on the Enka song Furusato, which in turn traces its roots to the American hymn, Shall We Gather at the River. What? I didn't know that about Furusato. Interesting. Huh. Big Camera's cool. Big Camera is where I got my TV. Chat, have I done my TV story, how I acquired my television? I think I had been in Japan for all of, like, I don't know, like, a month? I think it was with my first paycheck. I was like, well, I have to have a TV. So I went to Bic Camera, and I was like, this is going to basically break the bank for the entire month. I'm not going to be able to, like, buy any food at all. But I do need a nice big TV, and I've had it ever since. But I'm pointing to the TV on the show floor at Bic Camera. I mean, just imagine like a Best Buy or something. And I'm like, kore kudasai. I had zero Japanese. Zero. Well, not zero, but like damn near zero. And the poor guy that was trying to help me was like, you want this TV? Because that's what I was saying, like, this please. In a very like babyfied, I don't know this store. This is a foreign store to me. This is fake. This is made up. Anyways, I'm at Bic Camera. I'm desperately gesturing and trying to tell the store staff that I want the designated television. And he, like, seems a little bit, you know, he's like, are you sure this is what you want? And I was like, yes, dude, like, what? Is this a bad TV? I couldn't say any of this, obviously, at the time. I didn't possess the literal ability to say it. But he was like, all right, you know, very hesitantly. He was like, yeah, okay, fine, dude. Yeah, let's get this TV out of here for you. Turns out he thought I was literally asking for the floor model, like the one that was sitting out there on the shelf playing, you know, high definition shots of you know, Mount Everest every day or whatever. And he was like, yeah, he gave me a discount and everything because he's like, man, there's a very high probability this thing, like, malfunctions on you because you really should not buy floor models. I'm not gonna lie, that's on him. I mean, kinda. But you know, I was very emphatically pointing at it. I was like, this one, kore kudasai, kore kudasai, haraka ni nare. And, yeah, he was like, all right, well, I'll give you a little bit of a discount on it. Every now and then, it will just, like, take a little bit of a shit, and the TV will just turn off and then turn back on. But it happens, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a year. So it's just, I just consider it like a special little surprise for me. And in exchange, I got a cheaper TV. There you go. Look, we're out here proving that it's perfectly acceptable to buy floor models of things, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. All right, chat. I'm going to let China have the last laugh and, you know, get the last word in edgewise here. We have the final installment in our meme diplomacy series between China and Japan. We are going to hear from the Chinese perspective about relations with the United States of America and what the Japanese-Chinese-American triangle of international relations and power brokering really looks like in the present and going forward.
你是 Jake 吗？
你好，是。
我听说你要想变得更美国人一点。
对了，
给我20块。
哦。新年快乐。
新年快乐。这个很稀有的，你要小心一点。
怎么这么旧啊？
小心一点。
好。
真的小心一点。
好，我知道了，谢谢哥哥。One incarnation.
Jake.
What seems to be the hoopla? Hey there, partner. You been working hard or hardly working? Am I right? Ford Mustang, Taylor Swift, Super Bowl.
回来了。God damn. Jake.
Oh, a fellow American. How you doing?
Stop, Jake.
You want me to quit? That's goddamn un-American.
You leave me no choice then.
You always have a choice. It's the land of the free. For you and for me. Who the hell are you?
You.
Fellow American.
It's your sister, goddammit.
I ain't got no sister. What the blazes?
It's me, honey. Come on home.
I am home, goddammit.
The harmonica.
等一下！你把帽子还给你吧，你没把钱退给我，我不要了。是你，我求你，我不要。
Jake， 你好。你好。
There's no more 你好 ，only 你 howdy.
Absolute fucking cinema. The definition of absolute cinema. That was so good. Ni howdy. It's me, honey. His girlfriend. That was really good. Everyone had immaculate American accents. That was really good. Sorry, chat. I think we're gonna have to give it to China based on I don't. It's tough. I'll tell you what. Why don't we just monitor the situation and we'll decide a winner at a later date. For now, Moi. Can you get a link for that? Absolutely. I got a link for you. Do I have a link for you? I have a link somewhere. I can put that in chat for you. There it is. Link to that last video is in chat. You know what? I think to maybe get a more, balanced perspective. This is the first one we watched, but I think just to end so that we end on a again, the words of an expert that can show us both sides of the issue. And I think there were some people that were not here for this, and maybe this is a perspective that they really need to see. Let's have one more look at this video about the Japanese-Chinese relationship, and then we'll move on to playing some actual video games.
Think about the Chinese right now. Literally visualize them in your head. Now think about tickling them, dude. Think about tickling them. How cool is that? Because they're active, man, and they're going to be fired up. And now, okay, now think about tickling a Japanese person. Kind of cuter. Cuter. Chinese like, oh yeah. Chinese be more aggressive and The Chinese will strike. The Chinese will strike, dude.
Yeah.
せーの、軍、艦、隊、かつまたはの積分定数、該当なし。2回微分が不サイクロイド、ホワイトストーンブリッジ、2回微分が不、2回微分が正、コサイン、サイン、タンジェン、インテグラル、タンジェン、インテグラル、タンジェン、インテグラル、周回積分、インテグラル、インテグラル、インテグラル、単重積分、タンジェン、コタンジェン、アクタンジェン、ハイパーアクタンジェント。シー数、トランス、シー数、シー数、トランス、トランス、シー数、指数関数、対数関数、アリニュースプロット、魚。魚か。ハワイ直線。179センチ。素数。
All right, everybody. That's like I said, I only really I just started gathering a bunch of like weird, esoteric Japanese memes, and then because of my Twitter activity, I also started getting shown a bunch of like weird Chinese memes too. And I was like, you know what? We're going to just use the excuse of current events regarding, Japanese and Chinese tensions to show chat a bunch of funny Japanese and Chinese memes. Hire me! Literally, I'll do meme diplomacy. I'll do it. If anything, I think tonight that I've proven that I'm up for the job. I'm up for